This is the LEMKEN Heliodor 9/400 compact disc Harrow mounted version. Because the implement is attached to the hitch of the tractor, ensure correct settings are made inside the tractor. Select the draft control setting. Use the panel to adjust the draft control to 0. Depth control of machine is on the rollers and the draft control must be set to 0. Make sure this setting remains on 0 to prevent the tractor from automatically lifting the implement when pulling forces increase. The vertical linkage arms must be adjusted to the same length. The arms must be placed in floating position. This must be done to enable the Heliodor to operate independently and follow the contours of the soil. When standing behind the machine and viewing the tractor from the back, this side will be the right-hand side and this side the left-hand side. The front row of discs faces to the left side of the implement and the second row faces towards the right side of the implement. Also note that the outer disc on each side is smaller than all the other discs. This disc can be adjusted independently from the rest of the row. This is so the disc can be lifted and prevent forming a rift on the side of the workspace. The front discs row has 3 settings: a narrow, mid and wide range setting. These settings enable the front row to adjust closer and further away from the second row. If there is a high volume of material or residue to incorporate, the wide range setting is applicable. These are the lateral limiters, also referred to as the side shields. The lateral limiter discs are not intended to operate in the soil, as is the case with the other discs. There are settings on both sides enabling the shields to adjust. They can be adjusted or moved sideways or upwards and downwards. The setting will be determined by the desired depth and depends on the volume of residue. The settings also allow you to maintain the residue within the working width of the workspace. The lateral limiters are attached to both the right-hand and left-hand sides of the machine, left front and right rear. Your machine may only have one lateral limiter depending on the option selected. Tighten these bolts, except for this one. The bolt encircled here must never be fully tightened. This is to allow movement and ensure pendulum function of rollers. For first operation settings, adjust the bottom pin to the bottom row of holes in the first hole from the front. For a good initial starting point on depth adjustment, move the bottom pin to the front hole of the bottom row. Repeat settings on both sides. What is changed on one side should also be changed on the other. If the machine is immersed into the soil, the top pin will be loose. Use top pin to lock rollers into position as a final setting. If machine is transported without locking top row, the machine might be damaged. Always ensure that the machine's frame is level with the soil by adjusting the length of the top linkage. If the top link is not adjusted correctly, the machine will pull to the left or to the right of the tractor. Adjust the top link so the implement runs directly behind the tractor. For ultimate performance, operate the Heliodor at a minimum speed of 7 km/h. In addition to this visual manual, it remains necessary to consult your operator's manual delivered with the machine. Thank you for watching. Follow us on Facebook for news and updates.